Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Rogers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Catch in the middle, it's Rogers. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you
makes the grab on the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Sends it downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. First points of the day are on the board. Talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. And coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mills. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range, and people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Mills. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Gain of 16. And first down for the offense.
New set of downs after the completion. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Grab near the marker. It's Bonner. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
But sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rolled him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going for the big play. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Raiola. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Husker! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. They get to him as he throws. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting a run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They are up by 7 over South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Took care of it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Using his feet to buy time. Throws into the middle of the field. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 30 and still right. Breaks into the open. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The give. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Oh, they're after him! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Russell. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the 1st.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thurman. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They just keep firing. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
To the air, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot it, but looks as if it'll be around the 45. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield, like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
On target to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the opening one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Extending the play. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance.
Lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. Off and running. Pass to Tech. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They believe they can run right here. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. That's caught. It's Thurman. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Wants to throw on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Looking for his man. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on fourth down. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Give to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella. That's...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I love the attitude on defense. There was nobody moping around feeling sorry for themselves. The offense has the ball deep in their own end. Step up and make a play. 2nd down, 3rd down, they generate sacks. Nice job.
Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Dampier. Under fire. He's going for the big play. Oh, he toasts the coverage. Deep downfield.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for room, it's Rodgers. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. Got the tight end outside. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Touchdown,
Ohio State! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
This guy is such a weapon for this offense, especially down in the red area. Because of his speed and his size, he's a nice target right there on the post. You see him. It's just really hard to box him out and prevent him from catching the football. Good decision by the QB, and it results in a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Mills. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. The short hands, it's Bonner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Hansen. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Lofts one high and deep. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job.
There he goes. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Running free. Going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
To the air. It's Raiola. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The first snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Gonna run it, it's Hansen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Trying play action. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll...
Fires one high and deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He lets one fly deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mills. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gonna let it fly. This is intercepted along the sidelines, but no, he's out of bounds. It's just an incomplete pass. Very fortunate turn of events for the offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. A worthy effort to get it out to the 15-yard line, but they'll be short of the 1st down. 4th down coming. Offense in an empty set. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Looking for a crease, it's Russell. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Touchdown, Ohio State! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Mills. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Mills. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback now has thrown for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They go right back to it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Thrust that arm out. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He now has 79 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could...
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivate.